This is Graptosedum nova. Graptosedum is a cross between a Graptopetalum and a Sedum. This plant prefers to be grown out in the open, enjoying the full sun. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. This Graptosedum has a beautiful coppery tone that's brought on by the cold weather, whether winter, spring, summer, or fall. It's like a song. This plant has its beautiful color. Well, mature plant that is, because when they're young, they still basically stay green. This is what they look like when they were still growing 6 months ago. So at the moment, this is the end of winter here in Australia, and this plant here has shown beautiful color, and this will continue if left to grow in full sun. So this plant is a perfect addition to any garden. So what I'm planning to do with this plant is put it in my front garden. And when I started, I only started with one plant. This is my mother plant. So as you can see in here, this area doesn't get that much direct sunlight. It gets a little bit of morning sun, but during the day, in the midday, you get a little bit of sun hitting this part here. But for most parts of the day, it stays in the shade. And this plant here, this has flowered and finished flowering, so this is what they look like. It looks a bit unsightly, but that's easily fixed. It's just a matter of snipping off the dry stem or flower stalk, because that is the flower stalk. Now, normally, I would prefer to just leave the flower stalk because they are a great candidate for propagation. There you go. That looks a bit better now, but see this part of the plant here? That one is a flower stalk. So this one is a plant. So you can see the tip that's going to grow into a plant. But this one here is a flower. When they show signs of flowering like this, I don't really like to remove this because this is a good candidate for propagation. So what I like to do with that one, I'll just break this off because I've got my secateurs. Okay, so I'll take this one, even this one here. So that one is all gone yellow and is about to die, but don't worry, be happy. We're going to take that off, and I'm going to show you how to propagate this. And this one here is a very obvious flower stalk or inflorescence. So if left to grow on their own, they would end up growing like the dead stems that I just chopped off. So I'm going to cut this off, and also this one. So that's a good candidate as well for propagating. Waste not, want not. So we chop that as well. Do we have some more? And that's all for now from this section. This will also grow from a cutting like that. That pretty one's not supposed to be growing out. They're supposed to grow upright, but it's being pushed by the other plants. We just chop that off as well. What I have here are different soil mixes. So this one is just a recycled soil mix that I removed from plants that I bought. So this one is very sandy. So as you can see, it's got lots of gritty mix, I would call this. And this one here is peat moss. Also recycled because this came from plants that I bought that I removed and not used, and then now I can use it for this plant. And this one is just a standard potting mix available from your hardware store, plant nurseries, groceries, anywhere. So this is just a packaged one. So those bag up, ready to use potting mix, and it's already got fertilizer. So there's a little bit of fertilizer in there. So this is like 4 months fertilizer. Now this one here is my recycled Master Succulent soil mix. So this came from one of my pots that I removed the plants that's already in there, and I don't throw away the soil. I just add some fertilizers in it. Now, this one is one of my grown plants. So this one is propagated from stem cuttings, and also there's a couple of small leaves that are sprouting. Look, it's got little babies. There you go. So little baba. No roots yet, but that will grow. And this one here is just a stem. You can see the stem itself as well. It's just laying there, and it's got a little couple of bumps of new plants growing. Now this one doesn't have any roots, so what I'm going to do, so this is the back end, or where the roots are going to form. Actually, there's a couple of roots already, I think, sticking out from there. So now this one, I'll just stick it anywhere, so into my Master Succulent soil mix. And these are the ones, that cuttings that we've taken. So up the top there, what I like to do with that one, I'm still going to leave the flower stalk that's coming out on the tip. And I'm just going to chop off the bottom dead part, so you can see that's already dry. And I'm still going to stick it. Okay, we'll put one stem there. That one's no good. This other stem here, we just chop that off and put it on the next pot here. And we'll keep them company. And we're missing a stem on the other side, so this recycled one, we're going to put a mature plant. And this one now, you can see a couple of stems there. There's a flower bit up the top, and I'll just chop that off. And even freshly cut like this, I'll just remove a couple. Oops, better sort of wriggle it from side to side so you don't wreck it. So you've got the little node still there, and we just throw it in there, put it there, put that one there, and you get the idea. Oops, put that one there as well. On the opposite side here, how about we just put that one there, like so. And this one, I like to do 3. And that one as well. Okay, we'll put you here. And that little stem, waste not, want not, I'll stick it on my pit moss here. So now this one as well is all sort of sticking out, and I'm going to chop that off and put more in here. Chop that off and put it in there. Okay. And there you go. So that's it. A couple of leaves just falling off. We throw that in there and in there. Now, watering wise, this one can actually take watering or no watering. It can go dry for a long time, and also it can take in water. So if you feel like watering it once a week, then go ahead and do so. It's a very, very, very hardy, strong plant, so it's not fussy at all. Normally, what I do with this one, when other plants, I put it in the shade. But this one you don't need to, because these ones have been growing outside ready for a while. So what I do is just put it somewhere out in the open. No need to put it in the shade, and they will grow. So these ones now, I'll put out here, out in the open. I've got no overhead covering, just to show you the fence. And this is where they're going to go. And the rest of the gang, even this one, the one that, the mature plant, and this one, I'll put it up here out in the open to join the other Graptosedum bronze. And look at that, that is gorgeous. So I can put that there, and will visit you every now and then when I'm doing my videos. And there you go. And if you chose to grow them or put them in the shade, this is what it's going to look like. So this one here, I've been growing this one in the shade, and it's all green, and they're all grown from leaves. So they're so cute and small. And also I have grown in a big pot. What you're looking at are my variegated Graptosedum nova. I did not buy them variegated, nor did I grow these ones from a variegated plant. I did not have a variegated Graptosedum nova before, and this variegated on their own. So this is planted in my intermediate soil mix, and as you can see, these ones, let's go take a closer look. These babies have just variegated on their own. So they are all grown from stem cutting, leaf cutting, or leaf grown, and also from the blooms, from the flower stalk. So these are now, this is also a crested one. Did you see that? So that's a crested and variegated Graptosedum nova. So you can see the bottom in here, they're all yellow, so that's going, that shows that it's variegated. Even that one, that's got really strong variegation showing on the leaves. So they variegated because they are not exposed to full sun. So they are grown mainly in the shadow. So they're still grown in the open. So where I had them growing is this area here. So there's no overhead covering. They are just grown in that spot right there. And I did not do the video there because I don't have any room, so I have to bring it out here. So it's been grown there for about 6 months. And so now this baby started to variegate. And if you think that's only a one-off, well, I thought it was only a one-off cresting that's happening here. So cresting means the stem, instead of growing round or singular like that, it flattened. So you've got that fanning look that happened, and those ones are normal growth, and that one is a crested form. And also here I have another little baby crested one growing there as well. And also that one. So far I can see 3 crested variegated Graptosedum nova. And this one as well, this is grown in the shade. It hasn't variegated yet, but this one is just in full shade. So this is grown in my outdoor covered areas wherein it doesn't get direct sun. This one still gets like the midday sun, but no morning sun and no afternoon sun. I think this one, even though this is grown out in the shade, I'm still gonna put it out here now because we have a cloudy day. So that's the best time to acclimatize your plants. So I'm just gonna put it here where it's out in the open, but it's still gonna get plenty of sunlight. So when the sun do come out, the midday sun's gonna hit that, and hopefully it will variegate like my other ones.